Welcome to Sprinkle with Hope podcast with your host, Jason. We have an awesome guest with us today, Ken Niumatalolo. He is the head coach of the Navy football team. And we are so excited. Shane and I love sports. And so we love talking sports. And so we're super, super excited to have Ken with us today. So thank you, Ken, for joining our show.
Thanks for having me, guys. Excited to be on.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. So, can you kind of give us a little bit of a background, kind of where you came from, who you are, who's Ken Niumatalolo?
Well, I was born in American Samoa, but I was raised primarily in Hawaii. My dad was in the Coast Guard, so he moved in a lot of different places. He lived in New York, California, Oregon, but then he settled in Hawaii in the early '70s, and I pretty much lived there my whole life. When he retired, we moved to Laie on the North Shore of Oahu. Like I said, that's where I pretty much was raised on the North Shore, predominantly LDS community. Played sports my whole life. I'm a basketball player, football player, was a pitcher in baseball. So sports has been a big part of my life. My faith is a big part of my life, my family, like a lot of people. Played at the University of Hawaii. Stayed there and coached after. Came to the Naval Academy in 1995 for a couple of years. Got fired. Went to UNLV. Was there for 3 years. It's kind of interesting. Coach Edwards was the guy really that helped me get that job.
Oh,
It's
cool.
it shows you
Officers in the Naval Academy. So how do you then prepare these men to be not just football players on the field, but good upstanding citizens of the community and representing the Naval Academy like we hope that they would, right?
It's a great question, Jason. To me, that's number one. We have a vision that everybody on our program has, that we have this, it's on a sheet of paper that's in everybody's office. It's in everybody's rooms. But our why of our program is to develop young men of character and leadership. That's our why. Our why isn't to beat Army and Air Force and, go to these bowl games. Our why is to develop young men of character and leadership. And then our how and what we do is going to, win the Commander-in-Chief trophy, try to win our league and all these different things. But I feel like if your why is to win games, I feel like in this profession, that's why people sell their souls,
Yeah.
To the devil, so to speak, because it's such a competitive, ruthless, cutthroat profession. If your why isn't clear, that's my wife. Come say, I feel
Great. No, you're great.
That's what family is for, right, Ken?
Yes. That's my boss anyway, so I got to.
Yeah.
Just we hold people accountable. That doesn't mean you have to swear at people. You can be demanding without being demeaning. But really, a lot of the leadership stuff that I do in my team and coaching, I learned in my home and I learned in the church, being a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so Those are the two great leadership places that I've learned. And I find it interesting because I'm at an institution where it prides itself in being the leader and the leading institution in leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been to many seminars and had different places of learning leadership in the ways of the world, so to speak, the philosophies of man. But my leadership stuff have come from my upbringing, my religion, my faith, my culture. We're family oriented. So I think it's bode well for football because you're building a family. There's ups and downs, there's goods and bads, there's wins and losses, but you learn to stick together. And I find it interesting because it's what I tell my players all the time. In their leadership position, I say, guys, it's easy to lead when things are going well. And all this, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But someday you're going to be a father and things are going to break down and, your kids are going to question things and there's going to be a family fight or sickness, or you're going to be a owner in your company or something happens, or you're going to be a leader of Sailor Marines and things are going to break down. Can you lead them through adversity? And I found that interesting this year that, that happened.